Hey there, my name is Wes Boyd. I'm a psychiatrist. I actually specialize in substance use and addiction. I'm on the faculty at one of the medical schools locally. I've actually written a lot about substance use, both in blog posts and in book chapters, and I'm well aware of potential dangers of marijuana, especially on developing brains. So I'm not up here naively. I'm here to support legalizing marijuana fully because for several reasons. One is fairness and racial justice. As you know, thus far the laws have been applied heavily toward minorities and the poor. We all know that if the police had been busting down doors on upper middle class white people in the Back Bay or Beacon Hill years ago, this issue would have been settled. We wouldn't be here right now. Also, as we just heard, alcohol and tobacco are by far much more harmful than marijuana. Tobacco is the number 1 killer in our midst. Alcohol is the number 3 killer in our midst. Additionally, the data show from Oregon and Colorado that legalizing marijuana does not lead to increased use, even among the youth. Prior to legalization in those two states, teen use of marijuana had already begun to decline, and after legalization, that same trend continued downward. So legalization has not led to increased use among teens. Additionally, we saw in Portugal in 2001, they actually decriminalized all drugs, and a decade later, on every health measure there is, drug use, downstream health effects of drug use, criminal behavior, you name it, everything improved in Portugal after full decriminalization of drugs. I'm here again to offer my support for legalizing marijuana. I'm going to vote yes on question 4, and I hope all of you do too. Thank you.
Up next is Dr. Jordan Tischler, and he is the local representative for Doctors for Cannabis Regulation.
Hi, how are you all? I am Jordan Tischler. I am a Harvard-trained physician and, losing my notes, currently work for the VA as an emergency physician, and also am a cannabis therapeutics doctor. I have a small private practice here in town. And as mentioned, I'm also the spokesperson for the national organization Doctors for Cannabis Regulation. And we believe that legalization through question 4 is a step towards undoing the harms created by the war on drugs. The war on drugs has been a clear failure as a public policy and has become, in fact, a public health nightmare. Incarcerations in the United States are stratospheric and far outstrip those in any other developed nation. Conviction for drug felonies lead to blocked educational and economic advancement and promote a cycle of poverty and despair. The FBI in September released a statistic that in 2015, greater than 500,000 Americans were arrested and prosecuted for simple possession. Let's let that sink in for a moment. Over 500,000 Americans' lives ruined for just having a small amount of weed. The pressure from politicians, big pharma, alcohol, and prison industries to perpetuate this lucrative if harmful cycle is all too real. And this ends here. By providing a controlled retail landscape for cannabis, we will ensure that consumers get safe products and reasonable consumer safety information. Further, question 4 will protect our children, preventing access to the retail shops by minors, requiring reasonable packaging of cannabis products, and very importantly, undermining the black market dealers who currently provide cannabis and a whole host of other more harmful substances to minors. The war on drugs has failed. It has caused harm to otherwise law-abiding citizens and failed to keep cannabis out of the hands of children. Question 4 provides a new way forward to protect the rights of adults and the safety of our children. So I urge you to vote yes on 4. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Dr. Tischler. And now, Dr. Michael Olstein.
Good morning. My name is Michael Olstein. I graduated from medical school in 1965. I retired from practice a year ago. That's 50 years. My concern regarding the fact that marijuana is illegal, it restricts medical research. It restricts our ability to find significant uses for this naturally occurring plant, not chemical, but something that nature provides. And we know that this has significant positive effects. We know that there are children who have epilepsy who are helped by this. We know that this is something that stimulates appetite, that reduces stress. There's a potential for a great deal of good that research in marijuana can provide. I think it's interesting to remember natural substances have always provided medicines in the past. Penicillin was discovered by Alexander Fleming. It's a mold. Here we have a plant, and I think that there is a possibility for anti-cancer activity using marijuana. So I'm in favor of Proposition 4 because it will free up the ability for us to investigate the positive medical benefits that may come from this plant.